Welcome everyone to Las Vegas, Nevada. We're here in Henderson in Green Valley, and I have this, what looks to be a single-story home behind me, but then I realized there's a window right here. When I walked inside, I was shocked. I didn't realize how big this home was, or that it was actually a two-story. I'm not sure. I saw it online and I printed the paper and I came over here, but for some reason I was just thinking this was a single-story home. Absolutely not. And there are so many cool things in this house. Yes, it's going to need a little TLC. I'll point some of that stuff out, but what a deal for 2,409 square feet for only $499. That's only $207 a square foot. We're right here in the heart of Green Valley, 89074. The home built in 1990, but I really like the layout and I think this home has some amazing qualities. Could be a great fixer-upper for you. I can't even talk. I'm so shocked right now. I wasn't expecting all the things I saw inside. I got to be honest. Downstairs primary bedroom, super clean slate in the backyard, corner lot. I mean, really has it all. Beautiful little neighborhood here. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths with a loft. That's right, with a loft. 2,400 square feet for $499. Let's go check it out. Okay, everyone, here we are. 2042 Angel Falls Drive. And if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. On a corner lot here, the lot size 6,534 square feet. But you can see the neighborhood, a mix of these single-story and two-story homes. Even the two-story homes look like single stories, as I pointed out earlier. And as I was driving through the neighborhood, not a soul in sight. Not many cars on the streets, but I noticed like this home here, quite a few of these homes have completely refreshed the outside and it looks great. So I think there's just a lot of potential in this home. Great location. Just minutes from the 215. So essentially you go out here and you'll hit Windmill, and it's Windmill right off Green Valley Parkway. So yeah, right in the heart of Green Valley. But enough of me yapping, enough of the outside of the home. Let's get inside and see what's going on here. And for only $499, don't know if I've mentioned that 6 times yet, but here we go. The stucco looks good. I mean, there's some wood here, just needs to be touched up. I mean, fresh paint, maybe a little bit of filler. You can refresh this red up here. That tile roof's gonna last about 60 years. At least that's what it's rated for. I think they moved out before Halloween. How long has this been on market? It says 5 days on market. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Let's head inside. So I walked in, I was immediately surprised and shocked because I was expecting single story, like I said. We have these ultra high vaulted ceilings, so much potential with the architecture on how you could do with that beam up there, maybe change the color of it. Tile floor throughout the downstairs. We are gonna have carpet in the bedrooms. We have this huge living room area and a formal dining as well. Looks like they did paint the walls and it kind of smells like it too, so may have somewhat fresh paint. I'll keep an eye on that, but from here really don't see any indication that it wasn't freshly painted. But I just love this open floor plan as you walk in. We're gonna have the kitchen back to the right side here, but we're gonna head this way first. And your formal dining is here. You have that light hanging up there above. You could bring that down and low if you wanted something with that aesthetic. And just a lot of natural light in this home. I like this big cutout up here, perfect for some artwork or your favorite vase. We'll head down this hallway. Yeah, I saw the stairway. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So kitchen's gonna be behind me. I have this extra wide slider going out back to semi coverage on that patio. We'll talk about that when we get out there. This is going to be your casual kitchen nook, bite to eat here. Plenty of room for a fairly large table. You could have a server, china cabinet on the wall. And then this is going to be your family room TV area. Could do a huge TV on this wall if you like, or you could do the TV above there. Or if you have a 32-inch tube TV, you could put it down there and just live like it was the 90s. A lot of options. Gas fireplace. They use the same tile wrapping around the fireplace. And I like when I see this because what this shows you is what the original grout color is. So you see that? That's the original grout color, that light. You can get this floor almost that light again. There's grout companies that do fantastic work and they can really lighten up this grout for you, clean it all out. In my opinion, great use of probably $1,000 and just refreshes this floor. And the other thing it does is it just gives it a different view or a different look to it. Like it kind of just will all look more white. You won't see the individual squares as much. But the next thing I was shocked about was there's 2 bedrooms downstairs, one of them being the primary. So if you're looking for a home that has 2 stories, which you get more bang for your buck, and you need a downstairs primary, this is the one for you. So we have a big L-shaped closet under the stairs, big closet. You could actually knock out some more space underneath the stairs here. I've seen people put in little doors or maybe a doggy door, make that a little doggy area, whatever you want to do, a cat hotel. But yeah, we walk back and we have 2 bedrooms here. So better office, I would guess, than a bedroom. If you don't need the 4th bedroom, put your office downstairs next to this primary. About 10 by 11 in here. Kind of just a standard bedroom. The carpet seems to be in good shape. Don't think it's brand new, but it seems to be newer and in good shape. 10-foot ceilings in this primary bedroom, and this bedroom is pretty large. 12 by 16. So plenty of room for your king-size bed and your furniture. Got a nice flat symmetrical wall for your TV. Ceiling fan up there 10 feet tall, and then open right into this bathroom. So yeah, again, if you're looking for a 2-story home so you can really maximize square footage for your dollar, but you need the downstairs primary, this is one of those rare occasions that has it. And then into this bathroom, clearly remodeled since 1990. This tile flooring, countertops with the basin, glass sinks. And yes, the home does need TLC, but don't get me wrong, it's turnkey. I mean, you could move in here and start living right away and do some of this stuff as you live here. It is turnkey, but yeah, just needs maybe a little cleaning and you could live here. I love the 0 threshold shower. Huge upgrade there. So again, downstairs bedroom, primary, 0 threshold shower. I mean, this may work for a lot of people. Really opens up the possibilities. And then your big soaker tub. So we come back here. Good size walk-in closet as well. Really impressed with the space here. 2,400 square feet. Now something like this, you want to get this looked at. See that there? The inspector will put the moisture meter on there. If it's dry, probably cosmetic, you want to know what's causing it or what caused it. But if it's dry, the plumber is going to run all of the faucets, fill up the sinks, the drains, test all that stuff. So if that is a leak that's current, we'll probably figure that out, because they will test the moisture meter later after they run all that stuff and see that it has some moisture. Then something you want to look at. If it's dry, then it's probably just an old stain. Want to find out what caused it originally. Notice they also have the tile baseboards around also, so you can mop in here real easily without getting the baseboards wet. Well, traditional baseboards would get wet. Yeah, you can see where they oversprayed paint. So yeah, fresh paint on this home. Some linen storage. Really shocked at this home when I came in here. I don't know, in my head I had a totally different idea of what I was going to be looking at. We also have downstairs 3/4 bath, kind of original looking, maybe a new sink, not a new sink, a new faucet. There's a difference. The sink is the bowl that holds the water. The faucet is the metal thing on the top that pushes out the water. Just for clarity, although I do say the wrong thing sometimes, I know what I'm talking about. I say a lot of stuff on these tours, so try to be as accurate as possible. I really just want you to be able to experience these homes, good, bad, everything in between, from the comfort of your couch or wherever you watch these videos. Hopefully not while driving. It's probably not recommended. So they did treat the floor at one point, but garage just needs a paint job and maybe some epoxy on the floor, or re-stain or paint, whatever that is. The inspector is going to point out there's no drip pan on the water heater. Everything else looks pretty good. So yeah, good sized 2-car garage, plenty of space for parking 2 cars. Needs a little TLC out there as well. I mean, they already sprayed all the paint in here. I wouldn't have minded them just hitting that garage real quick while they're out there. I think it would have made a huge difference. So I think that's it for the downstairs. We saw the primary downstairs, saw the bedroom downstairs. We'll be back to the kitchen in just a moment, but let's head up these stairs. So yeah, it looks like they just painted everything white. Railings, rails, baseboards, walls. So as we come up the stairs, we do have this kind of catwalk here, overlooking the main living area, both sides. And then this little loft, another thing I was shocked by. Wow, what a cool little area. Great little office area if you want. Game room, could do a little TV room here. Play area for the kids, man cave. A lot you could do right here. Kind of cool. And again, they just sprayed everything white. Just do it all, everything but the garage. Maybe they ran out of paint because they painted everything. Yeah, love the little loft here. I wasn't kidding when I said I was shocked when I walked in. I just had no idea what to expect, but I had one thing in my head, and this was anything but. So bedroom number 3 here. First bedroom upstairs. Good sized bedroom, about the same as downstairs. Maybe 11 by 10. Let's see if we have dimensions. About 10 by 10. Rear facing window. And I actually like the backyard too when you see this. It needs, it's kind of a blank slate, but a lot of potential out there as well. I think this house just screams potential. And into the full bath that's just shared for these bedrooms. Maybe the guest bath if you have someone in the loft. This tile that's definitely not 1990 all the way around. Tub, porcelain, looks to be in really good shape here. American standard toilets in the home. And yeah, I mean, you could just start living here. Might want to do a little work, but it's just taste driven. I mean, as far as the actual home itself, I mean, it seems like everything's ready to go. And then another shocking element of this home, this huge walk-in closet off this 4th bedroom. Bedroom's a little bit bigger, maybe 12 by 10. And then you have this large walk-in closet here on the edge of the home here. Don't mind the slanted roof at all because you have plenty of, or slanted ceiling, you have plenty of space, but really nice walk-in closet has just an added bonus to the biggest bedroom outside of the primary. We're doing so good on time. Only 13 minutes in and we're almost done with this one. Trying to move a little quicker for you on these smaller homes. It's not about the views. I'm really just trying to get those homes out to as many people as possible. So you can give me a call and we can get you out here shopping. Selling a lot of homes right now. Market's picking up. So don't waste too long. Call me today. So just one little thing I want to point out here. As I say, I'm going quickly and then I slow it down. So when you're shopping online, be careful of thinking this is a granite countertop from pictures. It's going to look like it in pictures, but the way to tell is these right angles. You're typically not going to have right angles, obviously if there's a flap coming off, but you're not going to have these right angles on granite for the most part. You're going to be able to tell. So you see these little seams here, the edges, you have these real sharp corners. Typically not on granite, so that's a good way to tell when you're shopping online if it's actual granite or if it's just one of these like laminate countertops. So just a little hint there. I search homes every day, so long every day, and you know, I've picked up some things where I can see things right away with a home. I'll tell you more of those tips on later videos, but we'll just stick with this one for now. The other thing is no seam here. So it's the seams on the edge, but no seam here, and it kind of rolls up and over. Not really going to see that on granite either. Do have a 4-burner gas range with the oven, space saver microwave up there. This can be your little pantry storage here. Throw some pullouts in there. You got plenty of space. Love this little garden window. Has the crank open top there. So much to like though. White appliances, which really could work if everything was white in here. Again, they sprayed the entire house white except for the kitchen cabinets and the garage. LG refrigerator, little obligatory computer, family computer station there. 1990, all the homes had these. I guess everyone shared the main computer in the home. And then, yeah, your dining area. And we're headed out back. Extra wide slider here. Good size slider. A lot of natural light in this home, even though it's a 2-story. And then we're out back. Good sized lot. I like the privacy of it. You have this extra tall wall in the back. Covered patio. I was talking about aluminum wood yesterday on the video, so check that out. But here's an all wood patio cover with semi coverage. And then, yeah, just pretty much a blank slate out here. Most of this is weeds. You do have one barrel cactus and one fan palm in the corner. But I think for the money, I think you're getting a lot of house. You're getting a great location. You're getting that downstairs primary bedroom. For resale value, that is massive because now you're opening up the market to so many more people, which is what you want when you're selling a home. You're gonna find things in the inspection. Everything can be fixed. I don't think there's one thing ever that came up in an inspection where it can't be fixed. You gotta put some money into it, some effort, some time. That's why we do the inspection. You know what you're getting into. Anyways, enough of me for today. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna go watch the Super Bowl, although by the time you see this, the Super Bowl will be days past. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. I sell houses at all price points, $300,000, $800,000, $4 million, whatever it is. Give me a call. I'd love to get you out here, see homes in person. If you're looking to sell your home and maximize your profit, why not hire someone who can get thousands and thousands of eyes on your home within hours of it hitting the market? That would be me. Buyer's guide right here, free buyer's guide. I don't share your information. Sign up for that. I'll give you a call. I'll send you my free buyer's guide, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.